Good afternoon, welcome, hockey fans. Here we have Littleton, LHA, Be Black, up here in Foothills Ice Arena where you can see your breath like you're in Lambeau Field. I swear. 2 minutes before the contest, we got a little bit of late start. Zamboni just off, and now Hawks are out in their road uniforms wearing black sweaters with red shoulders, red and white trim, white numerals, black breezers, red and white trim, black stockings with red and white trim. Today's opponent, the Foothills Flyers. Gray sweaters, they look like the Seattle Seahawks a little bit. Blue shoulders, green numerals, black breezers, gray stockings with blue and green trim. Looking like we have almost a full roster. We have number 2, Drew Hughes, centerman. Number 3, centerman Benny Staton. Number 4, he's still on the shelf recovering from a little illness. Number 5, Johnny Taylor, wearing the hard hat today. Number 6, defenseman Gabe Acuna. Number 7, winger Nolan Arnold. Number 8, defenseman, had a heck of a game yesterday, Simas Zekas. Number 9, winger Gable Colton. Number 10, at defense, one Charles Fisher. Number 11, winger Blake Reibold. Number 12, centerman Cash Collier. Number 13, defenseman Brock Ross. Number 14, winger Jack Crandall. Number 15, winger Kate Buckholz. And number 16 at defense, we have Emery Jones. In goal today will be J.D. LaPierre as the team rallies up around the net. Sticks in the air. Hawks came up with a nice win yesterday, but they did make it pretty doggone interesting there at the end. Sorry we lost your coverage at the Big Bear facility. We had Arctic conditions, what is not good for the camera battery. So I lost about halfway through the third period. Hawks entered the period yesterday 5-1, ended up winning 5-4. Late in the third period, had to kill off a 5-on-3 penalty. Did so just in the nick of time. And Hawks come out with a win over Arvada Gold. First up on the ice for the Hawks today will be number 3, Benny Staton. He's winged by number 11, Blake Reibold. Number 14, Jack Crandall. Back on the blue line, number 6, Gabe Acuna. And number 13, Brock Ross. The officials have checked the nets. We're all good to go. Good, and hockey! Littleton takes the face off, comes back to Brock Ross. He pops it back up to Benny. Benny brings it up to the left boards. Centers it. Picked up by Foothills, and they're coming the other way through the neutral zone. Harassed by Brock Ross. He tips it over. Loss of control and back up on a Littleton stick. Back into the offensive end for the Flyers. But cleared by the Hawks. Jack tries to chase it down, but picked up by a defenseman who's about 7 feet tall. For the Flyers, I think the biggest 12-year-old I've ever seen in length. Battling in the neutral zone. Picked up by Foothills. They slap it down deep. Change. Puck down in the near corner. Foothills centers it, but Charlie Fisher there to swat it away. No dice for you, Foothills. As we're just a minute into the action. Littleton doing a nice job on the back check. Haven't cleared it yet, but they are controlling the puck at least. Here comes Blake. Blake turns his defender inside out. Lost an edge a little bit. Spun around. We have Drew Johnny out there. And here comes number 7, Nolan Arnold. Nolan tips it off the board, back over to Drew Hughes in the center ice. He clears the neutral zone, looks at the net, takes a shot, it's deflected high and over into the near corner, and we're at 12 minutes to play in the first. Here comes Foothills the other way. Closing speed by Emery Jones. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! One hell of a defensive play there by number 16. I guess the referees aren't used to that kind of athleticism. Full disagreement with that call. She came back strong and hard on a breakaway. Stick hits the puck. Shoulder on shoulder. This is ice hockey, friends. So on the penalty kill right away, go the Hawks. Minute and a half for the penalty kill. Hawks push down deep. On a Foothills stick, they take a cross-ice pass. Hughes feeds it back to John on the left wing. He's down in the corner now. This is a tough offside call today because you can barely see the red and blue lines here. Foothills. Puck comes down behind the net, and boards picked up by Gabe Acuna. Gabe puts one down towards the net, tried to tip for John Taylor, just didn't quite get it. The kill. Nice to have the puck just down on our end during this. Now slides down in the near corner. Simizikas loses an edge, now the puck. Shot on net. Saved by J.D. LaPierre. It was a good centering pass by the Foothills Flyers. Another centering pass. A skirmish with the sticks and the pucks. And finally a cover. And they're going to call a goal. Confusing hand signal there. He kept pointing. I guess he's reminding himself that J.D. did in fact cover that. No goal. We'll have a face-off stick side and a line change for the Hawks. Hawks did kill the penalty. We had 10:42 to play in the first period. On the ice, centering this line. Penalty's over. We should have, well, they put it back up. Now the penalty's over, and here comes Cash. Off the bench. Brock Ross, he brings it up the near side boards. Into the corner behind the net. Now to the far corner. Foothills tries to pick it up. Brock bounces it. But Foothills chucks it down to the deep end. And that'll be icing and a stoppage of play at 10-11 to play in the first period. 0. Cash Collier, he's waiting for the drop. Puts it down. Foothills takes it and pops it back to their defense. But still in the corner is the puck. Centered. But no one there to catch that centering pass from Gable. Puck's in the neutral zone. Cash over the Kate. Turnover for the Flyers, and they come into their offensive end. Shot deflected by Gable. Cash pops it down behind the net into the far corner. Gable clears it. That was across the line there. I didn't know if you could see the line because it's barely there. We stopped the action at 9:32 to play in the first period. Nothing in the net so far. Neutral zone drop. Benny, he wins his own faceoff. He splits defenders. Now he's coming to get some leverage on the right wing. Comes back across to the middle. Skating and stick handling all the way with Benny. Now it pops back to Jack. Jack feeds it to the center. Slot. Simmons, nice job keeping that on the point and in the offensive end. Foothills does not handle that turnover. Rybolt comes over to crash the boards. And the puck comes out. Down into the defensive zone, deep. Here comes number 8. It's it down deep, and we're fine with that. Hey, we got a whistle. Boy, the referee is really being demonstrative on a roughing call or high. No, I don't know. Is he signaling ships out there? Anyway, Benny's on the naughty list for the next minute and a half. Second penalty kill for the night, or for the afternoon on the Hawks. Killers on the ice, number 2, Drew Hughes. Number 7, Nolan Arl. Number 5, John Taylor. Back defensively, we have Gabe and Brock. Okay, now we got matching penalties. Even